see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bobcats offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. It's the Spartans. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. Gonna swing it on second down. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the Bobcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Power football with the run. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Oh, he's got a chance. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looking for a man. It's Turner. Got it in the middle. It's Lacy. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On the run, still looking. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the second drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And a really nice job on that last one, picking up the first down.
And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking for space, it's Allen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Marshall.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Hauls it in, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Touchdown, Marshall! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Makes a quick grab, and they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Finding an escape route. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sparks. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Here it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Sparks. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Bobcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Turner. Moving out of the pocket. He's got it on the outside. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it slips just inside that right upright. The lead now 5 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll pull it on the read. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Bobcats in the hurry up.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Jackson gonna throw it. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lacy. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. He's got him. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Jackson will throw. Using the quick game.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepting. The defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Hurd! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Hard-hitting tackle. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Jackson gonna throw it. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back gets to give. Looking for room at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to adjust the pattern. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll send 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Using his legs. It's Allen. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Trying to slam it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Encroachment defense.
Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is it didn't lose much ground, but there's not much left. The intoxicating aroma of the end zone is so close, right on the edge on 3rd and goal after the penalty. Touchdown, Marshall! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Pryor. And the returner goes down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give out of the gun. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jackson will throw. The short hands, it's Evans. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today. No doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll go to the counter play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Evans.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
DB's right up on the receivers. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. They go right back to it. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays. And
there he goes. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
Extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Texas State, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quick release on the RPO. And the Bobcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. At the 35, he's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they'll take a knee. So now it's 2nd and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. They're going to test the right side with this one. Turning it on. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed, and now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
They're still firing away even with this lead. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.